In this segment, we're going to talk about me meeting Katelyns' parents for the first time. By the way, Katelyns, my girlfriend. We've been together for over 5 months now.
Yep.
We've been quarantined for 7.5 weeks, or so, almost 2 months.
Yeah, almost 2 months.
Yeah. And by the way, if you're new to the show, I've never been engaged. I've never been married. So that's where I am. I haven't met many parents either, as a matter of fact, ever. So I think that's why Amy was so excited, too, because Amy was calling us. What had happened was, a couple weeks ago, I said, hey, why don't we meet your parents halfway? This is all social distanced.
Yep.
And that's what happened, too. They drove from Oklahoma. We drove from Tennessee. We met at an open state park. And by the way, Amy, when we ate food, because we got there at like 1:45 or so for lunch, the tables were spread out.
It was really cute. My mom brought tables and spread them out, and she put tablecloths down and had chairs, and it was really sweet.
Yeah. So.
Oh, yeah, that's special.
Yeah.
We weren't, and there was no handshakes or hugs. So we kept it as social distance as possible. But we drove out, and were you nervous as to how I would react or what I would do?
No.
Oh, perfect.
Honestly, I was not.
And that's a segment. We'll see you next week, folks.
No, in fact, my sister texted me that morning and asked that. She said, "Are you nervous?" And I said, "Oddly, I'm not at all. I'm just really excited."
Why were you not nervous?
I just think everything's so good. Like, I think we're so good. I think I have a great family. I had no doubt that they would like you, and I had no doubt that you would like them.
Yeah, and she was right. I mean, it was awesome. Amy, you weren't there, so what questions do you have about me meeting Katelyns' family?
Did your dad, or it could be your mom, did they have any, or your siblings, any pressing questions for Bobby? Or was there anything out of the gate where they wanted to know, or over lunch? Didn't even have to be right away. But is there any questions they asked that they needed to know from him?
I can't remember any questions they asked you.
Well, her dad wanted to see my bank statements for the past 3 months. Not true. Listen, it was, her mom was funny. Her dad was super nice. The great thing was they brought a ton of stuff. We played cornhole.
Social distance cornhole. So Bobby and I we were on a team, so we just touched our bean bags. And then whoever we were playing, because my sister and her boyfriend was there because they've been quarantined with my parents. So it was my sister, her boyfriend, and my parents. And so they touched the same bean bags, and Bobby and I touched the same bean bags, and we played social distance cornhole. And
everybody went 1, 1, and 1. But I'm super competitive, extremely. However, I will say that everyone there was also super competitive. We had footballs, cornhole, we had ball gloves and softballs. They're a really competitive family, so that I love too.
Wait, so nobody asked, Bobby, what are your intentions with our daughter?
No.
They wouldn't have asked me.
No, but I was never alone with anybody.
I don't think they wouldn't have done that anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. I see that happen on The Bachelor, so. This was like a hometown date.
Wow, I didn't get a rose.
No, there was no, you have a rose.
Okay, thank you.
But it was fantastic. Her sister, she has a younger sister that's 5 or 6 years younger?
Yeah, about 5.
Yeah. So she was funny. It was I don't have anything to say other than it was just awesome.
Caitlin, did you talk to your parents? Obviously, Bobby's there. So later, did y'all talk on the phone once y'all were home and Bobby wasn't around? And what did they say?
Oh, yeah. I can read a text. Should I read a text? Is that,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go. Here's the text. By the way, if you're just
Here's a text.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Just going to tell everybody, Katelyns here. I met her parents over the weekend for the first time. We drove 4 hours and 20 minutes. Her parents drove 4 hours and 45 minutes. We met at a state park on the side of the road that was open. We were there, Amy, about 1 hour and 45 minutes total. So we drove about 9 hours to hang out for about 1 hour and 45. It was worth it, though.
Totally.
Yeah. Do you have the text?
Yeah. My dad said, we had such a great time. It was really good to see you and to meet Bobby. We really enjoyed him. Tell him thanks for bringing you to see us. I love you.
There you go.
Wow. Sounds pretty solid.
If you were looking for any sort of scandal, you're not going to get it this segment.
No scandal here. We did miss a few turns.
Well, what happened was she drove for about 1 hour on the way there because I was loading up my game show and making sure everything was posted right. And so she missed a turn in Memphis, and then I missed a turn.
I missed a turn that caused us no time, I'd like to add.
And I missed a turn that cost us 16 minutes. But we were playing this game. Kaylin and I are so competitive, too. I love to compete, right? She does, too. But we played this game on the side of the road where you find it has to be a sign that has an A. and then that counts as A. And you run the alphabet against each other to see who can finish first. Well, all I needed was a Z to win the game.
All I needed as well was a Z to win the game.
So what I did is I pulled up my GPS on my phone and tried to find a Zaxby's nearby, and I was just going to drive to it and act like I didn't know it was there and call out Z and win. Even if it was going to drive out of the way, I was going to find a Zaxby's to win the game. And it made me miss a turn, and we were 16 minutes behind. So other than that, it was great.
Smooth sailing.
But that was it. Anything else you'd like to know, Amy?
Well, no, I mean, it sounds like it went pretty well.
Yep.
I think, I know that once this whole quarantine situation is lifted, I'm excited for y'all to actually have real time together.
Mm-hmm.
Like that'll be, I don't even think it'll be telling of what's really going to happen. I think you genuinely enjoyed them. They enjoyed you, but I'm just excited for y'all to have more time together. And the reason that's why I was so happy. Like I was happy for Caitlin because I know that she hasn't been able to see her family in so long and she's super close to them. And then for you, I was happy that you are in a relationship with someone where you genuinely actually really want to meet their parents.
Yeah, where they actually have a family. Well, but you don't have a family to meet with me.
Yeah, I mean, I've met as close to a family as there is. I met Amy and Eddie, and I've met Keith.
Well, yeah, you met Amy and Eddie. I mean, you're talking to Amy right now.
Yeah, but I mean, that's your family.
Yeah,
and I've met them.
Well, I don't want to jump to, of course, I jump way into the future, but you want me to say what was in my head?
Whatever you want to say. Go ahead.
Well, I know, because it seems silly, but I just was I couldn't stop. I had such a good feeling about it, and I couldn't stop smiling about it, and that's why I called y'all, because I just was, why am I emotional?
No, I am too, Amy.
I was genuinely, like, I could tell Bobby just he's not going to go out of his way to meet somebody's parents, Caitlin, that he doesn't want to meet. And so for me, I was like, wow, Caitlin, this is real. And I just think you're so good for him that I just am excited for your family. Just seems so great. And if he were to become part of your family, however that looks, like I feel like he would have like a mom and a dad in his life, that the kind that he didn't necessarily get to experience. And not that everybody has to have that, but that's the beauty of when you're in a relationship, you gain things in your life, whatever that looks like. It may not be the mom and the dad aspect. It could be something else. But for Bobby, that's something that he would gain that could be really cool. So that's why I was so happy.
Amy's crying. Caitlin's
Stop,
crying.
don't look at me.
What do you mean don't look at
I
you?
just don't want you to look at me while I cry. No, Amy, I agree. And they would be beyond lucky to have him, too.
All right, everybody. Mike, everybody's crying in here but me.
I need tissues.
I know. Okay, to conclude, it was really wonderful. I am excited to go back because they go and they play sports all the time, and they play golf against each other, and softball and basketball, and like that's what I'm excited to go do, and to dominate them all.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't even know. All right.
I'm so excited Bobby has a family to connect with and build a relationship. And Bobby's like, I'm so pumped to have a family to play games against.
Like, to destroy them.
Okay, yeah. We're already plotting to destroy her brother and his wife in basketball 2-on-2. That's right. We're coming
By
for
the way,
you.
my brother is 6'6" and played collegiate basketball.
Oh, wow.
And Bobby.
Okay.
Ain't no thing for me. I don't back down from anything.
And my sister-in-law is very athletic, so it will be interesting.
There you go. Thank you, ladies. We feel good.
Mm-hmm.
We had a nice Oprah moment with all the tears. It was great, though. Okay, let's play Gabby Barrett here on the Bobby Bone Show.